Okay, so I'm just here. It's been raining a little bit today, but I thought I'd just do a sort of a bit of a walkthrough tour, I guess, with the drone in the sky and the handheld camera here as well, following me around, to sort of try and give you a bit of a walk around. So the drone will give you sort of that top view of where I am and places, and then this camera will sort of give me that that wide angle look of what's what. So this, you can see, is bedroom 1, right in my wife's room. You'll see we've got a big sliding door at the front here, at sort of, well, it's a sliding door window, you know, so we've got the views, big window here as well, so we've kind of got that whole front corner of views out into the bush. We've got a window over this side as well, which is similar size to that one. Then over this side we've got this will be a cavity slider here, through into here, and then a robe through in here. That'll just be open through here. So you've got a cavity sliding door here, then robe ensuite. So there'll be a vanity here. There'll be a bath, like a standalone bath here. There's also going to be just a small sliding door just here. So this will be from this side back this way. And we'll probably have a little landing or something out there, maybe a bit of a private mum and dad's courtyard sort of thing or something like that. And then you've got your in situ shower there. Then we've got a toilet in here, which is actually shared with our youngest daughter, so she can use a toilet at night. It just means that it encompasses, you know, that whole space. And then we've got a large 920 door back over here. Now I'm going to set the camera back over here so I can show you back in this space over here. So back over here, you'll see that's our bedroom door there. This is the bedroom into the doorway into Lily's room into there. She's got a window over there. Now this part here, I haven't actually finished the frames here. There's still a frame to sort of go through here, which is the back of the kitchen wall. This here is sort of my little study nook, I guess you'd call it. So there is an office over there, but this is sort of going to be kind of my office. So I want to have an open bench with my PC and everything set up here where I edit my photos. I can teach classes from here for university, and gaming and everything else, you know, editing photos that I take at church. And I'm also a photographer, so I do photography for people. So I want to be able to have a sort of a closed off area where I can essentially have paperwork and things, but I just don't want it all exposed like a normal office. I want to be able to close it away. So I'm still trying to think of some sort of breakfast bar, you know, slide up opening door or something, I'm not sure there. But yeah, this is going to be a nice big long desk here. And then here you'll have the, this will be sort of fridge frame here. So it'll be fridge, it'll kind of jut out, and that's the other side of that office wall. Back over here though too, this is just a really big window over here, over there. So that's going to let that north sun in and help warm the concrete slab. So there'll be a wall through here. This is the back of the kitchen. So kitchen benches here, an island bench through here. This is that pipe I mentioned earlier to get power through to the island bench. And then around through the other side of the kitchen you'll have benches, and then you've got the pantry back in here. So big long pantry with benches around there and some overhead cupboards. And then you've got a window here, which will be over that little bench there. And then, so following me this way, you'll see we've got a big stacking sliding door here. You've got a stacking sliding door here. You've got the front door here, and you've got another window here. That window is the same size as those two in the bedroom as well. So back over here, so that's the north side. Remember from my earlier videos, I was talking about the north sun and getting all that sun through there. Lots of glass, letting the light through. And then over here on the south side, you've just got the south door, which is basically out to the backyard there. There's also going to be, where is it? I think it's here or here, I can't remember. I think it's there. There's going to be a dog door. This dog door as well, it's going to be have a sensor on it, and you'll have little sensor tags that'll go on the dog's collars, and so when they walk up to it, it'll open, and then they'll walk out it, and when they come back, it'll close. It's so we don't let foxes in, or chickens, or whatever else that might wander up there, that might be wandering out. So yeah, so that'll be all lockable, and then the dogs will be able to come and go as they please with their tags. So just back over here at the end of the lounge room area, hopefully the drone's not too loud, it'll probably pick it up. But so you got the front door here, like I said, it's going to be a big 1200 door, probably a pivot door. I do like the pivot doors. If you don't know what a pivot door looks like, I'll put a picture of one. Don't know if I'll have a picture of one from our previous house or 2 houses ago, but this is what a pivot door looks like. You'll see it's got sort of that opening from that back edge. It's pinning top and bottom, and they're just really cool. So I'll probably use a pivot door. So over here, this is where I'm envisioning, got that window here. This is where I'm envisioning, you know, maybe we put our Christmas tree. I'm not sure, we'll see. So across here, I'm actually wanting to put like a concrete bench with some storage under it. This is kind of our lounge room TV here. Don't know if we'll probably put a TV there or projector or something. I'm not sure, I haven't decided. Here is going to be the fireplace, so a big fireplace box, and I'm hoping to sit that up onto this concrete bench that's here, and then that'll be flued up there, and then the idea is it'll hopefully keep this whole lounge room, dining, living area pretty warm. This whole living area is about 100 square meters, roughly, and so it will be able to be closed at our bedroom door. And I keep forgetting to make this frame, but there will be a frame through here with a door, couple of doors. It'll be sort of one door that'll sort of say fixed, and there'll be another door that can be kind of come and go, so you can open both sections. This door here into the office, I'm probably going to move up a bit further, so there'll be a little panel here that'll be fixed but can be open, and then a bigger door here that'll be able to be open and closed. So yeah, that's pretty much it from here. So with 100 square meters in here, we're hoping that the fireplace, we're going to see how it goes for a winter. Fireplace will hopefully keep all this space warm, because it's a big area. Otherwise we'll need, it's calculated in about 14 kilowatts of heating and cooling, roughly. So what we're planning on doing is putting a big 16 kilowatt ducted heating and cooling system, which will do bedroom 1 and 2 and the ensuite, and the other spaces. There will be ducts in here. It'll all be zoned, but it's not going to run efficiently. So the idea is that the wood fire will keep this area cool, warm most of the time, but we may end up putting just a really big split system in this space that we can use if we're not using the fireplace. And if we find the fireplace just isn't quite giving us the heat that we want, which I think it will, then we've got that split system as a backup. But because we don't have 3-phase power out here, it makes it really limited with the size of unit. Otherwise we put in 2 units. But I think I'll just put the 1 ducted unit in, and then have this main living area with a big split system. But we're also going to have the fireplace for heating anyway. But I think we'll only need the heating for probably 4 or 5 months of the year anyway, just because of the design of the house. So let's keep wandering. I'm just going to move the drone up a little bit further. Okay, so we're just going to wander down here now into this space over here. A bit tricky to sort of see everything, but so just backtracking over here. Like I said, in here is move my ladder up. In here is the office, so the kids will have computer in here, and my son will have his computer. My wife will have a sewing machine and her whatever else, her scrapbooking and all that kind of stuff that she does. Nice wide wall hallways here too, which we wanted. In here, this is just a little linen cupboard. Then in here, this is a powder room. So powder room, you might think, what's the difference between a powder room and a toilet or a water closet? It's got a toilet, but it's also going to have a bench, some sort of bench thing through here with a sink as well. So effectively, if someone's in the bathroom and then someone wants to brush their teeth, they can come in here and be able to brush teeth and all that sort of stuff too. So back down in the hallway. So back in over here, this is my 3rd youngest daughter's bedroom. Her robe goes in here. I'm yet to build that in because I want to get all the frames straight and everything before I get that made. Back over here is my older daughter's room. Her robe goes in here. Made her robe a little bit deeper. and you'll find out later why I've made her bedroom deeper. Back over this way, so this is coming from that, as you can see from the drone footage, back from this main living area, back down this way, those two girls' bedrooms there, into our mudroom. So you can basically see in from the garage over here. So this will be car, my wife's car with the kids coming in here, garage door in here, and then this is the mudroom here. So there'll be, effectively where shoes and bags get hooks and jackets for school and all that kind of stuff. This will go in here. So this is the mudroom in here. It's where all the shoes, dirty shoes and everything come off. So this will be, it'll either be the exposed concrete, it'll be, vinyl or a bit of timber or something on the floor. I haven't decided yet because we're going to have carpet down in through this in this hallway. So back down in this hallway you can see, so back down in here over this way is the kids' bathroom. So they've also got an in situ shower there, which is about a 1200 by 1200. You've got a vanity over this side, which that vanity is actually going to come from about here. So the door will come back to about here. So the vanity will come from about here and it'll go right across that wall as a bit of a feature. And then over here you'll have a standalone freestanding bath. So what that means is it's all going to be tiled and waterproofed and everything through here. And then that kind of just gets slot in later. It's going to be really nice. It sort of goes back against the wall. And then probably over the corner here, there might be some sort of storage for towels and bits and pieces. So coming down this hallway here, in this way, let's just move that camera again. So coming back down here, so that's the back of the office. That office is just in there. Over here is the laundry. So you've got sort of shelving both sides, so this will be sort of more cupboards. Over in here, there'll be a sink, dryer, washing machine under here. And then we're over here actually doing sort of a bit of a dog bath, sort of a second sink, I guess you'd say, in there. There's also a door in the back of the laundry out to the garage for just access through there if we're needing to get, dirty clothes or whatever it might be through there. And then my younger son's bedroom in here with a window and a robe there. We haven't actually allowed a room for my older son. He's moved out. If he comes back, then he'll probably bunk in with my younger son, or might be a little temporary room out in the garage, or maybe, I think we're actually putting a Murphy bed in the office, I think. So like a sort of a fold down bed from the wall. So that'll be really handy for him. And then this is the rumpus room. So it's a fairly decent sized room. It's a little bit smaller than our bedroom, I think, but it's about 5 meters square or something like that. It's just got a window here. And then I think the plan is I can't remember, but I think on this wall, we're going to put a projector screen. I'm going to put some sort of projector screen there. I can't remember. I think we might put the small telly there, small TV. I think it's a 50 inch or something. It's an old one that does 3D and everything. It's really cool. And then maybe a drop down electric projector screen there. I'm not quite sure, but that'll be on that wall. So the idea then is obviously some couches and stuff back over here. So that's pretty much the rundown of the bulk of the house. The only other thing I'll mention is the garage. So out here is the garage. There's going to just be a step down from there. Let's just put the camera back over there. So this is the garage. Yes, you might be thinking, man, that is massive. And yes, it is. It's about 5 meters, just over 5 meters wide. And it's the length of the house. So it's 16 meters long. We're only kind of putting about a 3 meter roller door at the front. And there will only be really the one car in here. So we're going to have some storage down here. And I think we'll probably end up putting a bit of a divider wall through here somewhere for, a bit of a storeroom and, just some other storage spaces and things like that. I want to build a Lego room or something in here just to store, somewhere to store all my Lego. A little bit hard to see on the drone footage, but this wall here is still going to be quite thick. It's going to be 160 mil thick for the insulation, but the trusses will come across and stop here. Then I'll build a wall that goes right up, and that'll go up about 5.5, 6 meters here. And then I'll be putting, you see from the drone, there's a You can't quite see, I'll just put the drone back. You can see that big pack of timber over there is all the beams for all the rafters up here. So there's rafters that'll go from this wall here and it'll come down to this outside wall here. So effectively inside here is actually double story. The garage is sort of double story high, so it's going to be a big space. And the idea of that is that we've just got so much space in here, and then we've got that area that if we want to just put a little bit of a mezzanine floor for some storage and stuff up there at a later date. And then as you can see here, that's kind of our driveway access from the front gate up there, down here, and then straight down here, which is obviously the sheds and everything back down there. So yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of the tour for this video. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.